thank you Tono on Kobio, and it's good. He has to back off. He explains the reason why until thank you Tono on Kobio. Now, if you listen to Ken Agyapong Tono, nothing leaves doubts. Absolutely incontrovertible. So no, and Nyoma iodine. There's a lot heaped in that human entity. Whether you like the way or can't answer no, you don't like the way or can't answer. But I am saying to you, say, he's been paying for a long time. He has gone through this ordeal for a long time. He believes that he has, dashed out a lot of resources for that party for a long time. But reaping that resources, nothing. That resources, or no, the party, the comeback of the resources, and but you see, many of you know, some of us, we spoke what we have to speak to about this. Yeah. Zoom. Some of us, we spoke about some of this situation where he has to struggle much more than he should not struggle to go for that glory. But for whatever reason, say, when some of us were telling, and the chrono actually more party, no, a brand 10 out in the base, what say a party in Tino, na yen say. And they influence the background, they influence the base, and that's it. And then we see what say that here. Now we are even hearing the fellow saying the flag bearer of the NPP, wine, flag bearer of the NPP, and also the former vice president of this our republic. Bawumia is out there talking. Hello. Now listen, Bawumia is telling Ghanaians, he said, what? Just last week here, Bawumia say, Adiama MPP eluzu abano. Say, only the Otuho as a vice president. Otuho the Ohuya say, the president no yabe no. We increase fuel. 3 days to elections, no fuel are cost. Then Bawumia is telling Ghanaians in the same thank you to say, it is a sadly way equals to a party more. A very day and a party net to me dinkunim. Bawumia get this energy. He got this alacrity, this prowess to stand before Ghanaians and telling Ghanaians this. But then Bawumia will not stand before the same people and tell them, so no, wait a minute. Hey, wait a minute, man. How many days, weeks, months to send me a Bekwakotua Bano? Bawumia's wife, why? Niyo, Bawumia Neyire, Samira Bawumia, anyone in law, Abu Ramadan, two of this entity to Bawumia were accused ostensibly to be what? Seizing people's properties, lands. They were being accused. So, Wamojije and Krofo properties. And what did Bawumia say? And the worst part, that Bawumia should be bold enough to go out there in his thank you tour. Once they say, you see a suspended. He should go there and tell the same people, say, listen, how many days, weeks, months to the elections? Bawumia, I know and I'm aware that my wife, together with my in-law, went and demolished somebody's what? Properties. Buildings, Makumaku 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Foolishness and madness. And you expect, Bawumia expect to say, wooing law, no, and we get it. Use the Ghana Armed Forces, transported military hardware, went to East Legon and demolished somebody's building. Makumako, and you're dying kitinkitio, story building. The Bunina Gufom say Bram in this country. In this country, your Bunina Gufom, nobody utter a word. And the worst part, Bawumia was in this country when the news broke that the Ghana Armed Forces had been used to go and demolish somebody's building. Bawumia kept quiet until the elections were over. Then the Bawumia uncle can't say something chomo. Bibizao. And no, former vice president and the candidates of the NPP, now uncle can't tell Ghana for say, me too. Apart from say, said now, Bawumia got the nerves and the energy. He wants to slight the president Akufo-Addo. Kona slight no. Bawumia, go and slight your wife. Oh, you know, Sabin previous, you Fulani, you know, and what's it for? Must say, ye chilemu now. Ye chilemu papa. Anything kwasia something some fool. I hate stupidity. Oh, you know. Bawumia Fulani Obano, Wanupo has the energy, has the just can you imagine? And you mamuyo kroma where we are now. This even cantonment how many properties and Bawumia has said. Me say how many properties and Bawumia in the bush for more cantonment you dare, you got the nerves? Oh, the catcher Akufo-Addo said, or to fuel mu. Really? Now, you know, Kubu will be dying. A dime Makuma could say 10. Oh, so no him. The worst part is saying, send the pana Kubu Buni Dino. One also a day, or NPP financier. On your on free, a yonya Buzanga new. And one free Burkina Faso, and one free Togo, or a Ghanaian. 2, on your CPP and this new, or your NPP. Number 3, Osanso ye just a common floor member or NPP financier. That guy has financed NPP way back. Me say what financing NPP way back before Bawumia you entered this party. Okay? Mun sam fona mudi wa bontono. Mun kwasi akeka ni jimina modete ona munyi nipa me yan kasa nkyerɛ mo. This stupidity and foolishness of the highest order. Bawumia, because of a vice president, he could move the Ghana Armed Forces and the caterpillars ne tractor and the gulo bed, so drove all the way to East Legon and what demolish Obi dying worth millions and millions of dollars. And for Bawumia, and Bawumia zip his lip like this, and you got the nerve. Who former vice president Bawumia, you got the nerve to be talking to Akufo-Addo said, oh no, at the fuel, Echo saying 3 days to elections, and that caused the NPP. You better shut up. You better shut up, Bawumia. Now Païn Agyapong, I told you, Kennedy, I told you, and those who influence you to have brought this bad stalemate between the two of us. Today, you are seeing it live and colored. And in Timpening for Kasebi. Omo say, baby a penini be jina obehuno ya twatu nkunya kra abofrano jina so ohunda. However, say he's older than me, but there was something I could see, and I know something was in the making. And of course, they needed to catapult it, and they succeeded. Here we are, back again. And I'm talking with this boldness and alacrity way to tell you, say, yes, they ain't through with you yet. These people, no. Kennedy, they ain't through with you yet. I know how vilified, how they're like wolves. Ghana for Munko redid the history. What happened? After why NPP for us for no why. What many Buzia? Buzia party and Progress Party no. Mumisa say Buzia bye no. Say Obu Ghana mine. Buzia ni Akufo-Addo papa were those running this country. Akufo-Addo papa was the ceremonial president. Buzia was the prime minister. Power was heavily concentrated in the hands of Buzia or the Ghana Corsair. Until why in 1972, Akwanamo friend Lieutenant General Kutu Agyapong came and oystered Buzia's government out of power. The Progress Party went and metamorphosed into yet another party called what? The People's Front Party. Run by why Victor Wusu. No, if you are going to say Drew. Mumisa said, "Dear nobody Victor Wusu." Go check the history. Dear nobody Victor Wusu. Womo timwa before at the time one Rawlings here and Adrian said all the military coups here shut it down now. Yeah, yes, okay. Rawlings yes, okay. Yeah, move to yet another transition. Within a few in a month, Rawlings said parties in Amon Samra. There were parties like what? Friends, the Action Congress Party by Benasco from Western Region. PNP for me now we are Buzia party in Samrano. Near face of Omoba with the name Progress Party. Omoba and any dinner son. A metamorphosis into what you call the Progress Events and the People's Front Party, PFP. This is said in here. Party Muchem, you say bam. A group led by Juan Pauli and his cousin Oforiata drove away. And on back for me the UNC. And no one there. It was that the trajectory of this party and the rendezvous of inconsistencies, political divisiveness, political setbacks and roadblocks and acrimony won't go away anytime soon in this very NPP. No. Now, maybe we could have a problem with more NPP and NDC now. Zino. And to me, baby, or what's our party more? Or person, yan in your peribiano. Debbie, woman in Nimusha. Vito Usu, and your Bonibiao. But there was a reason why they didn't like Vito Usu and Vito Usu's party. Yet, two Abanu, you offense a PFP for Munya saying, Womunya 42. UNC for Nankasa led by Wine, led by Pauli, his cousin, Womunya saying 13 seats. Then, the Action Congress Party by Banasco from Western Region, Womunya saying, Womunya 10 seats. And a Liman. Because election tie up, then we have to go for runoff. Runoff, PSM. Now, Boninti, UNC Fono, led by Pauline and the cousin of Foriatan, Ekoya, Omuko Siki alliance with one Liman's party, the PNP. Tier 2 and finally, Liman emerged with 71 out of 140, won the presidency and the parliamentary, and the Liman, the better Henfa, or the better parliament. On also better or the Jane Giants at that time, the AFRC for now returning to barracks. They were watching the Liman government closely until Liman started misbehaving. Then they stormed back again before one day we all heard the big bang, boom. Another military coup. The Liman, and that was the Third Republic. Liman government was overthrown. The skies were rocketing with miseries. Liman's government was taken down. And later, Liman was out there making noise. He had come to power with a pledge to recover the economic viabilities and social fulfillment. But 2 years was in power, the country was plunged into chaos. Once more, the people looked with uncertain hope to a dark and a threatening future. Yes, Liman, we are mad. Liman had forgotten, said, he took over the reins of government and he was acting as if normalcy had been restored fully. No, the system was in fragile state. 2, Liman insulated his entire cabinet from the leadership of the AFRC. Now, Huberto, Liman refused to adhere to the views and opinions of the rival political groups, which is politically incorrect. And Liman's last one, he could not secure the domestic international support required to summon the daunting economic challenges. Okoka NPP so Montias says Rawlings ebetu Liman abanguye, and that was a constitution. And they are not going back me ye dem say, hey, shut up, mu nim history nchi obiawo. What are you telling me? Munko kinkai NPP for na shase bi mu free buy. Ne mu mi say NPP adena mu ntumi nkasa abakwa sam ne nche Ghana for. Why? Adentia. Bawumia free. Mama Bawumia history in this party NPP ne yenhwe. Can you give Bawumia's history in your party? How many days, weeks, years? And about party ni mo. E your consideration bi ne de man no. Baba will say, and you put bonnet for a moon part the power party munti. And I'm open about me and I can say, maybe do yam, more for Bawumia as my next candidate. Now, maybe behind you be Binukran. One thing I've told you and the NPP say, listen, as far as one of this offense, a conflict back one, threatening the nation's security, the Boku conflict. Therefore, I told you people before the elections, me ran an intelligence report, and I called on Ghana's international partners. We said, "Women factions in Boku, Ghana ye nyasumdwe, musumunti bida." And only idea chiya, moko thank you to. Shede ko si o thank you to no. All because nipa bi ti party ni mu a. Wo mo so mo ma ne kra enne dida. Boni ahyamma. Boni ewudifo ene ewurukafo. Bawumia refisa wo accuse Akufo-Addo. Na wo refisa wo yire okobu bobi dan. We go for another and see a bubu assassinate the 10-story building in a crash race to down. Would Bawumia go and compensate Papa no? George Otibonsu. Ma compensating Mutiana Kawi. Now Bawumia refi say George Otibonsu, so he has a lot of followers in the NPP. George Otibonsu also commands a lot of leadership role in the NPP. No refi. No one even say NPP so depends on George Otibonsu for survivor. And so the year 2 fuel 3 days before election enough to come out there and say, oh, NPP, anything they do Nkugu. Nkugu amudi ni Bawumia. We are number 1 nipa bakwan. See dia hincheni na solve, including say one kasanso you belong to the Kusasi or the Mampusia. What I say part of it. This I want say Boko on unya saying, including Wale. Tell me, how dare you? Unya saying Bawumia, you talk about unya saying Wale. Number 2, in Boko district, unya saying tell Ghanaians and those of you useless rocks MPP for no mama coming in here saying about me one more candidate no unya saying I was at read where friends the district was saying unya. Now Michael Kwe report no so saying a down for useless brains. And I'm person who use ye na like a rag to mop the floor. Waste all of us your time. We see 2 parties way. We must end the end of these 2 parties. Because more take Ghana. Show. And they say yatwa baby. In the era of NDC, when NDC was in opposition, they told Ghanaians all that they need to tell us, the fine blueprints about what? Handling our energy sector. And then John Jinapo, my own friend, Asimo Okache said, no, on the belt of the energy, Ghana need what you call the PPP, the public-private partnership, to manage our energy. NDC for by many parts of regional capitals, darkness, they don't have the blueprint. NDC for need blueprint to resolve the energy issues here. I'm telling every Ghanaian straight up. These are some of the stupidities I make. Yeah, no more NDC, some no more MPP, some no more the Bamini because they are all bunch of rocks, depending, relying on our emotions, relying on our strength for survival. When we say, and then electricity, John Jenapa Bekan. They don't have the blueprints. Bawumia Betrans the same. Oh, he's the economic messiah. He's the economic. Oh, Ghana num Ghana kwasiakeka and amuka to Ghana for trim. Oko ka Ghana ni nyana dwe say obesua de kwasiakeka nkoa. And some keka ni kwasiakeka ni media no si die chire. They drive all and now media for media. NDC by media for omachiche post among. Ya na are humpo. Na we. Omana baby ya do man we konwo. Onyame pe. And obi kano. We don't need the NDC MPP. No. I think so we need to set up, we need a coalition government. A coalition government of non-aligned. Because I'm tired of this silly thing. What is this? Thank you, Tony. Maybe I could no. But I think that there are more people in NDC, MPP. They are more angry than anything. Listen to somebody who is also so angry. Say, Nasem Kuntiminka, Okeka Nasem Kuinziso. Take a listen to this one too. Listen.
Today I want to declare without equivocation. Sorry, please. Today I want to declare without equivocation. Sorry, please. Today I want to declare without equivocation. Sorry, please.
Without equivocation, sorry. Take a listen to this.
Diasam and
yo, medase. Me American is NPP in Kugo, the last election. TMF say reorganization of the party. Dr. Bawumia Koranda will invite other contestants for unity's sake. NPP say important. See you never call any. But in your ma Kosuni Yana, me say semi free more. Ebeboa Dr. Bawumia no why because tension e wom se ni pebia bo ho po so kasa na mo media for izumu ka ho yebekasa yem free program na se kra na all over the place nsem obi o chiro yi obi o twist no easy if he say nipa me no mo nam no mentimi em protect wo mu because o hwe ebidomo any abrese by hook or crook I will say one candidate near Deneba. It is a Uko baby crown be a show t-shirt na Eko Bruno. Emfa and Kabumba, Intimeno, for the sake of party and for the sake of unity. And I'm withdrawing. Namashe, Akolana, I want to see kind of you see, we are taking politics too low because and yeah, Mimrantia Krenum were fed your students. Sika just 1,000 cities a branch of the mass students and at least Raj security or don't buy before Sebeko no credit member to me abaso Oshene Casa or Kaye 2 places in here what him say he's rare he means unity what he said I was surprised the crowd name Namkwaso a program ameba and a branch a students omo ebeshi jama ho sa intolerance no ebino no say Obakono ye Bawumia ladies I don't have a problem in this obiba na me krana minim ye ne kodidi from ebuakwa na ko banners kodidi tie ba en be share crowd ni na amanfo organize students ni second ladies. Now I don't want to take the shine from Dr. Bawumia because no kreni or no na or ye flag bearer into no kodas in SCDH. I don't want to take the shine. Dimeno a one room nam case or mon court nature and umbe frost ho ejina ho we know students omushi jaman cry bo me de me fro mo me ma mu science o munya kra na a ginger o and ye we kama untumi spoke well. If you know, Menam Kwaso, your friend say, Yawo student in a back was Sikaina, or more rational to Sintraso Hospital. I'm so aware then, and won't say, Omushi Jamawi, me am in Yonko Bako, and Oma 1,000 cities. Or the 1,000 cities in Mana, at least Raj security, no, the buyer, no, Omushim, Sikan free. Students in some and only moye argument students in so omfa omsikama wo nti nipa no this kan ma wo mkra kan say no students no and am the ma wo what you say and nti omu yi mu 200 na students so omu do so chain sa 200 no the ma wo the omu ye hehe na omu ma one shot first omu be wu mkra wo yi tio chiro no so omu firi honko. Just say they are so intolerant. Oh yeah, the so-called security. At least Raj Edumba. Nukreni yani ye kwa rondi. Bawumia security. I know them. TSC for moi. It is only Kumasi and at least Raj. Eko fast our boys here. Omo be good party in Nimasi.
At least Raj Nampacho or your dear party.
Minimum. I knew him from America. Oba big man was security. Benim. Yeah, we know on count. If they do Kumasi or count. Now boys, you know, we are very smart. They took the car number. Yeah, Hunsa Toyota Haze, no. If they do Kumasi Kwani, security for Namini Hontino. Beginning of the scene, crowd just no more preventing students, not to sing. For me, no more so resisting woman. I was not there. I'm going to eat you at the children. And like you, we have the bullets. Boys, me are smart. Almost fairby. Pallet, the core. Police. And woman. Now, the entire mirror drawn say, nuanom na edi machi no a omo share me vision no man hwede ya ne students imponi na ne ebedru samrante no so ndi me fi say we have to stay away and let Dr. Bawumia continue on his talk fi say ebeboa what you say, but we will also regroup ourselves in appropriate time. Bibi also to me a boa party. Bibi I also means me to enhance my chances here. And I'm taking this opportunity to tell you that I'm going to contest. And I will contest until they should be ready. Whatever they want to do, nobody can stop me from contesting. Co-party, build their check. New entrance. I will name the history. I'm glad to say. A general secretary say this time by May or the school no more people.
Bon, history as man making and can you repeat no? Now why she say party we free abemu in less than 6 months. Party ni the kabia say kano. One candidate ya Kennedy and wo yi sika 1 million Ghana se munyem fam kotuaka. Ndubi say the party general secretary no any mu penifo ne chairman no sika munya wo party mu e wo hene Justin Abonua and all those whatever ka Abonua ho enim ne ade ade sika no mo de ayeden sorry kodua mu di sika ne ye den hwew na ne ya mu free party 1 year kwenwe party ni niska na Bawumia so te ho Bawumia so fix it former Kufuado just to make sure so no be clean onyam from so na wo boni a wo Bawumia ni nipedi e wo so no ebi ne wo mo de odi mu ayi Jojo Tebonsu ne dan ma compensate no please